is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Camden High School's defense of its South Jersey Group 2 championship from 2025 begins today as the Camden Panthers play host to the Cinnaminson High School Pirates here at Clarence Turner Gymnasium. I'm Mike Shute. We're ready for the first round of the South Jersey Group 2 tournament today against Cinnaminson visiting Camden High School, as we are just about ready for the starting lineups to be announced here on DeJuan Wagner Court. Camden comes in at 15-10 overall, the number 2 seed in South Jersey Group 2. Cinnaminson, the visitors, arrives here with an 8-17 record. They are the number 15 seed in South Jersey Group 2. And they have won 7 of their last 8 after starting 1-9. So it should be an interesting matchup, and even more interesting, the third straight year these two teams have met in the South Jersey sectional tournament. Each of the last 2 years, it was in the semifinal round, this time in the first round. So we'll head over to the public address announcer, Mr. Stacy Jones, for the announcements.
Camden High School for the NJSIA first round of Group 2 championship. And now the interruption. Cinnaminson High School starters. Number 2, senior. Number 2, senior, Henry Stewart. Number 3, senior, Sean Hudson. Number 4, a junior, Ian Smith. Number 24, senior, Mike Jackson. And number 22, junior, Nick Bach. Cinnaminson is coached by Coach Mike Reeves. And now your Camden High School Panthers. Starting from Camden High School, number 1, senior, Alex Pitts. Number 2, sophomore, Jaden Doctor. Number 22, junior, Deshaun Franklin. With number 24, senior, Micah Hart. And number 11, sophomore, Tyree Thurs. The Camden High School Panthers are coached by
So there you have your starting lineups. For visiting Cinnaminson, it'll be number 2, Henry Stewart, the senior. Number 3, senior Sean Munson. Number 4, junior Ben Smith. Number 23, junior Nick Bach. And number 24, Michael Jasmine. And for Camden, number 1, Alex Pace, the senior. Number 2, Jaden Doctor, a junior. Number 11, the sophomore, Tyree Thorpe. Number 15, freshman, Drayden Garner. And number 22, Keyshawn Franklin. You'll note that number 23, Andre Robinson, not in the starting lineup tonight. He is sick, not available for Camden High today. So Camden will be missing their most effective big man that they've utilized this season in Robinson. So he's not available for this one. So that adds another little layer of intrigue to this in terms of what's going to happen inside. And that, of course, might open up some advantages and opportunities for the 6'6" senior from Cinnaminson, Michael Jasmine, who is their team leader in rebounds and blocks. He's jumping it up at center against Jaden Doctor. We are underway as Jasmine wins the tip. Cinnaminson will start with the basketball here. As we are underway inside Grants Trail Gymnasium here at Camden High School. Cinnaminson with the ball. This is Henry Stewart, number 2, against number 2, Jaden Doctor. A little pump fake. Gets it to Ben Smith. Smith, their top 3-point shooter this season. He has knocked down 52 long balls. He and Henry Stewart actually are, Smith has knocked down 43 3-pointers. Almost a turnover. But Cinnaminson will be patient. They do not want to get into a run-and-gun type of matchup with Camden, that's for sure. Look inside. Turnaround jumper off the mark. Camden with the board as Smith couldn't get it to fall. Franklin ran into some traffic. Smith tipped it away and almost ran into a spectator walking along the sideline here as well. Smith was probably going to try and save that one in if he could, but we had a little traffic along the sideline. I'm going to move our table back as well just to make sure we're out of the way here at midcourt. Camden with the ball. Tyree Thorpe. Now Pace, the team's leading scorer. He will pull up for 3. Missed it heavy. Rebound Jasmine. Jasmine among the top 10 in the Burlington County Scholastic League in block shots at almost 1 per game. He's also among the top 20 in rebounding in the Burlington County Scholastic League. Turnaround jumper is no good in the paint for Henry Stewart. The senior can't get it to fall. Camden on the run the other way. Mackay Hart, spin dribble, loses the handle. As Hart is checked in for Garner. Doctor spins, low post move is good. Jaden Doctor gets the first points of the game. About a minute and a half into play, Doctor has the first bucket of the evening. And a kickball against Jaden Doctor. Doctor, of course, the transfer from St. Joe's Prep over in Philly. Jasmine with the catch on the inbound from Stewart. And they'll reset, send it back to Sean Munson, number 3. Munson, the 5'7" guard, tries to get into the paint, kicks it out. This is Bach. Bach in the paint against Hart. His shot is off the mark. Keyshawn Franklin grabs the rebound before it goes out of bounds, and Camden will rush the other way. 2 minutes in, Doctor back to Franklin. Floats, scores as it rolls in for Keyshawn Franklin. Franklin back to full strength now. He's had a career-high 33 points as Camden beat Woodbury in the semifinals of the Camden County Tournament. That was on Saturday, February 21st. Pace contributed 13, Robinson 11 in that one as Camden advanced to the final, then lost, of course, to Paula Sixth on Sunday. Here's Franklin on the run to the hoop. No foul, ball out of bounds, last touched by Cinnaminson. It was broken up by Munson underneath. Tyree Thorpe and Ben Smith, a little bit of a pushing match down low. Pace gets it, pulls up from 16, can't get it. Munson goes high for the rebound. Camden had some trouble shooting the basketball in that tough loss against Paul VI. Nice little run to the basket by Munson. Give the assist to Bach, Nick Bach, with a nice little pass from the high post to the cutting Munson. He's got Cinnaminson's first basket of the night. Sean Munson averages 3.7 points per game. Hart gets loose in the paint, steps through and scores. Mackay Hart with 2. So Hart with 2, Franklin with 2, Doctor with 2, and Camden leads 6-2. Smith will drive to the basket. He's fouled by Thorpe. So Thorpe picks up his first personal. And we'll see if they're going to say on the baseline, it'll be an inbound for Cinnaminson. Thorpe is the defensive stopper for this Camden team, so he'll be chasing Smith all over the court. Smith, the junior, trying to get by. Jumper is no good. Hart pulls down the rebound. Hart to Pace. Pace sailing to the basket, has it slapped away. It will remain Camden basketball. It'll be baseline inbound for the Panthers. Franklin is open. Pace couldn't get it to him, though, as then Jasmine stepped in to cut down the passing lane. Franklin left alone for 3, no good. Rebound by Bach. Bach, the junior, 5'11" forward with the rebound. Averages just about 2 boards per game. Stewart with the dribble, hands off to Munson. Munson guarded by Pace. Little give and go with Bach. Bach uses the body nicely and scores. Nick Bach has 2. He's got a bucket and an assist in the early going. It's a 6-4 Camden lead. Pace comes to a screeching halt in the paint. Franklin, little duck under. Missed the first, got it back, and put it back for the bucket. Franklin's got 4. Camden doubles Cinnaminson at 8-4. Henry Stewart, the senior 6'3" guard, with the dribble. Heads right towards Camden coach Jason Harrigan over there. Here's a 3. Bang! Ben Smith knocks it down, and it's an 8-7 Camden lead. Smith and Thorpe really jostling one another back and forth. Smith smiling the whole time, so I don't know if he and Thorpe know each other. Pace for 3 from distance is good. Alex Pace with his first bucket of the day. Camden's lead back to 4, 11-7, as we approach 3 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Smith on the drive, floats up the layup, can't get it. Rebound Stewart. Oh, looks underneath for Smith. A good pass, but then Smith elects to pull it back out. Here's Munson into some traffic, resets, back to Smith. The junior against Hart. Smith shakes free, finds Bach, left corner. Pace with the steal. Camden 3-on-2, and then it's kicked away. Going to be last touched by Pace, out of bounds, so Cinnaminson will have it on its own defensive baseline. Sub into the game, Drayden Garner returns. Jaden Doctor steps out to Drayden for Jaden. Sub for Cinnaminson is Luke Gallagher, the junior. Good to see him back in here. Gallagher last played on February 2nd when he suffered a concussion against Thrive Charter. So Gallagher in there with his first action in 24 days. He's going to be guarded by Keyshawn Franklin. Stewart, elbow jumper, spirals it in for Henry Stewart, his first bucket of the game. And it's an 11-9 Camden advantage. Hart finds Franklin, left open, left corner. 3 is good. Keyshawn Franklin is hot, 7 already. And you can tell his shot, he's more confident. He just looks more confident in it as his right finger injury is feeling much better. Right middle finger. Little 2-point jumper for Henry Stewart is up and good. And we've got a timeout for Camden, a 30. Camden leading at 14-11. And Jason Harrigan's done that a lot this season, at least in the home games here that we've seen on BFA Sports. Well, he'll call an early timeout just to kind of check in with the team and get them all on the same page. If he sees something he doesn't like, whether it's defensively or if he sees something he wants to help them accentuate offensively, he does that. So it's not unusual for Coach Harrigan to call a timeout here in his first season as the head coach of Camden. And I mention that because first season, there's not a player in this Camden roster tonight who's played in a state tournament game before. And for Harrigan, it's his first time head coaching in a New Jersey state tournament game as well. He was an assistant coach here for Camden when they won state titles in the past. However, this is his first head coaching experience in the New Jersey state tournament. Likewise, Cinnaminson, despite the fact that these two teams have played each other in each of the last 2 state tournaments, Cinnaminson's lineup is the same. Nobody on their roster played in the state tournament last year, so both of these teams a little bit of a history against one another in the state tournament, but none of the players have played against one another in the state tournament. Hart drives, he's fouled. Makai Hart will shoot 2. Looks like the foul's going to be on 23, Nick Bach. That's his first, and the first team foul against Cinnaminson as well. So each team with 1 team foul here in the early going. 14-11, Camden leading it, and Hart will shoot 2. Makai Hart, of course, the transfer from Kingsway. Gets the first one to roll. That one just checked up there like a sand wedge on the golf course. It just kind of hit the rim and stopped. Dropped in, so Hart has 3, looking for 4. Has a career high of 25. Did that when he was at Kingsway. Missed the second. Rebound by Jasmine. So it's a 4-point Camden advantage with 1:35 left to go. Henry Stewart handles against Alex Pace. Stewart, little move, tries to get by, loses the handle. Last touch by Garner, though, as it slipped through his hands and through his legs. So it'll remain Pirates basketball with 1:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Good look inside for Bach in traffic, has his shot blocked as Garner just stood his ground, put his hands up, and Bach had it stopped by Garner. Pace, little hesitation to the hole, score it and 1. Alex Pace using a little change of pace there to get to the hole. Foul's going to be on Nick Bach. Let's see, actually they're going to call that Michael Jasmine, number 24 with the foul. That's his first, second team foul. Pace with 5, looking for 6. We'll get another look at it here. And watch the hesitation. It was just before that, actually, where he got past Smith and then got whacked by Jasmine. Strong finish by Pace. Makes the free throw as well. Pace has 6. 1/3 of Camden's 18 here. Subs in. Munson returns. Bach will check out. And Thorpe returns for Camden, replacing Doctor. Stewart double-teamed, looks for Smith. Again, the junior, guarded by Alex Pace. Left-hand dribble. Pace pokes it away, steals. On the run is Pace. Guarded by Munson, slows him down. Pace gets to the elbow, now kicks out to Franklin. Franklin lost the handle. He would have shot that 3. Then kicked it out to Hart. Hart over in front of the Cinnaminson bench. Left-hand dribble into the paint. Left-hand layup is good. Makai Hart has 5. 20-11 Camden lead as we're under 30 seconds here left in the first. Good catch by Luke Gallagher. Smith tripped, lost the handle, but smiles about it as he catches it and collects it. 3 for Gallagher. Missed it. Jasmine couldn't hold the rebound. Garner, long outlet, but intercepted by Gallagher with 10 seconds left to go. Munson with the ball. Again, 7 now. 6, 5. Munson in the paint for Jasmine. Missed it. Garner just kind of got in his way. Pace is going to run out of time as he tried to get to the hole. So no basket there for Pace. And we will end quarter number 1 with Camden leading by the score of 20-11. You're watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports. Back with more after this. Welcome back to Camden High School. I am Mike Street. You're watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports as the Panthers open up play here in the NJSI AA South Jersey Group 2 tournament. The number 2 seed against the 15 seed Cinnaminson. The winner of this will play Saturday against the winner of Camden Eastside versus Mastery of Camden. That's the 7-10 game. Should Camden Eastside win that and Camden High win that, that will be an amazing game here in Clarence Turner Gymnasium on Saturday. Franklin with it in the paint, spin dribble to the hole, can't get it to fall. Rebound collected by Ben Smith. Cinnaminson on the run. Smith will catch and shoot three, and he wedged it. Stuck up there. Kai Hart swats it away, but it's wedged in. Now that's considered a jump ball possession arrow, and it's Cinnaminson ball. Camden started with it in the quarter, so the jump ball goes to Cinnaminson. Good look inside. Bach with the easy finish. Nice pass from Stewart to Bach. Bach has four. It's a 2013 Camden advantage. Pace with the dribble. He's guarded by Munson. Great. Garner hands off to Pace and rolls. Was open for a second. Now Pace hesitates. Leaves it for Garner. Nice pass. And the finish. Garner, his first bucket of the night for the freshman. His first state tournament basket in his career. Garner got a piece of that shot, too, by Smith, so got a block there. Franklin comes the other way, leaves it for Pace. Thought about three, got it. Alex Pace knocks down his second three of the game, and that will bring a timeout from the Cinnaminson head coach, Mike Freeze. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break, step away, and come back with more after this. Camden leads at 25-13. Welcome back to Dwan Wagner Court as we are courtside here at Camden High School inside of Clarence Turner Gymnasium for the first round of the NJSIAA South Jersey Group 2 tournament. Camden leading 25-13 early here in the second quarter. Camden showing a little pressure here, 1-2-2 coming out of the timeout after Cinnaminson's head coach Mike Freeze called the timeout. Wanted to slow things down a little bit as Camden has broken it open a little. They look inside the box, out to Munson. Stewart's open top of the key, makes the catch, drives against Garner. Can't get it to fall. Rebound brought down by Tyree Thorpe, who's in control of the game. Thorpe lost the handle. Stewart collects it. Thorpe gets it back, stepped over midcourt, and Franklin tried to jam, couldn't get it. Munson just backs the rebound to his teammate Gallagher, and then a foul on Franklin. It's Franklin, a little frustration foul there. Swatted at Gallagher, who was dribbling past him. That'll be the first foul against Keyshawn Franklin. Pardon me. Yeah, first foul against Keyshawn Franklin. First foul for either team here in quarter number 2. Gallagher with it in the corner. Stewart thought about three. Now he's left open and will shoot it. Missed it heavy. Rebound strong by Pace. Pace slowed up by Munson. Runs into Garner there, cutting towards the basket. Now Garner will set a screen and roll. Pace in the corner to Thorpe. Thorpe catches, shoots, missed the three. Stewart with the rebound for Cinnaminson. Henry Stewart averages 5.4 boards per game, just outside the top 25 in the Burlington County Scholastic League in rebounding average. Stewart will drive against Garner. Shot no good, gets it back, then tries to save it, threw it off Thorpe. It will remain Cinnaminson basketball as they'll bring in two subs. Smith returns, as does Jasmine. Gabe Waters, number 11, the senior, was in there for a moment. He'll take a break, as does Luke Gallagher, the junior, again, who he's, again, returning from a concussion a bit earlier on. That was back on February 2nd, so his first game in a while. Stewart thought about the shot before the catch and loses it out of bounds into the Camden bench. There you see head coach Jason Harrigan, again, first season at Camden, his 13th as a head coach overall. Of course, he took over for Malik Waynes, who was the head coach here at Camden previously. Waynes, the former Villanova star, Coached 3 seasons here at Camden, including that championship season of 2024 state title win. Camden with 13 state titles in school history. 2 in the last few years, 22 and 24. Last year, the High won the South Jersey Group 2 title, lost in the state semifinal by a point to Manasquan, 44-43. Hoping to get another shot at that, but there's a little bit of a trail to work through before that. Franklin with the catch. 3-pointer is good. Keyshawn Franklin looks sharp. He's got 10, and the Camden lead is 15 here as we approach 5 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. This is Sean Munson against Franklin. Munson pounding the dribble, a little crossover, picks it up, gets it to Smith. Smith against Thorpe. Thorpe looking for help, leaves it in the corner for Gallagher, who has returned. Back to Smith, Thorpe all over him, gets away with the dribble, into the paint, bumped, leaves it for Jasmine, but Jasmine wasn't quite ready for it as he was rolling to the basket. I think Jasmine was expecting the shot and was trying to get in there, get in rebounding position. Couldn't hold the pass, so it's a turnover for Cinnaminson. And it'll be Camden basketball. Thorpe will bring it up, the sophomore. Thorpe, Garner, Franklin, Doctor, and Kenneth Chambers has checked in for Camden. Franklin is fouled on the drive. That'll be 2 on Michael Jasmine, the senior center at 6'6". Franklin will shoot 2. Again, Keyshawn Franklin had 33 last week on Saturday in the state semifinal as Camden beat Woodbury 66-55. Franklin makes the first. He'll have another. Franklin had 15 in the Camden County Tournament Championship game. Was 5 for 6 at the line. Had a team high 7 rebounds in that one as well. Franklin makes 2. He's got 12, and Camden's lead is 17, 30-13. Here's Smith going baseline. Lost it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Pirates. Ben Smith had a career-high 27 points for Cinnaminson on February 10th against Riverside, including the game winner at the buzzer. Had 5 threes in that game. He has 1 3 in this one for 3 points so far. Franklin with the catch and drive. Cinnaminson looks like they're playing a zone here. Franklin will try and bust it from outside. Can't. Jasmine strong board with Garner and Chambers on his back. Smith, left-hand dribble against Doctor. Now Munson has it. Munson guarded by Doctor. Gets by, has some room. Now we'll float it up there. He gets pummeled. Garner lands on his leg, and both of them are going to come up a little bit gimpy. Garner hurt his right leg. Munson got fallen upon by Garner. And I don't know if they called a foul or they're just going to say out of bounds, last touch by Camden. Munson's going to go to the bench. He's going to be replaced by Kassir Randall's number 32, the sophomore. Alex Pace is going to come back in. Garner's tying his right shoe, but he's got a definitive limp there as number 15, Garner, goes to the bench for Camden, favoring his right leg. There you get a good look at head coach Mike Freeze from Cinnaminson. And they're going to say Camden basketball now. So they're going to say it was touched by Camden at all. It was last touched by Cinnaminson. 3 from the corner. Thorpe had tons of time. Couldn't get it to drop. Chambers gets the rebound in traffic. Bach knocks away the pass. Smith's going to go 1-on-2. Pulls it out. Now we'll leave it for Stewart. Stewart will step into a 3. Missed it heavy. Jasmine had position, but Franklin got the rebound and took it away. Franklin looks underneath. Chambers has it blocked by Stewart with 2 hands. The swat by Henry Stewart snuffed that one out to keep the lead at 17, and it will be Camden ball on the baseline. Makai Hart comes back in for Keyshawn Franklin as they still check out Drayden Garner over there on the sideline. Pace thought about 3, didn't pull the trigger. Now will, as he backs out, missed it heavy. Jasmine with the board, and Stewart will take it. Stewart playing now with a piece of cotton shoved up his nose. He must have got a bloody nose earlier, which is why he came out for a quick moment. Pace all over him defensively. Now he'll give it up to Smith. Smith guarded by Thorpe. Smith, right-hand dribble, now left. Jasmine set his screen. Smith against Thorpe. Will reset. Gives it up to Stewart. Stewart will drive. He's double-teamed. Now loses it, gets it back. Stewart against Hart. Stewart gets towards the paint. Fall-away jumper. Got it. Henry Stewart has 6 of Cinnaminson's 15. Here's Pace, unguarded for 3. Bang. Alex Pace, his third 3 of the game. He's got 12. And Camden's leading 33-15. Smith gets it into Bach. Gets it back. Double team, looks inside. Bach is open. He will shoot on the run. Shot can't fall. Pace taps the rebound away from Jasmine. Outlet pass to Doctor, lost the handle, got it back. Catch and shoot from Hart, missed it heavy. Stewart with the rebound. Now Smith will take it up the floor. Smith, guarded by Thorpe, gives it back up to Stewart. Stewart, guarded by Pace, looking for a screen. Now looking for some help as he tries to get by Pace. Bach runs a little interference. Now Stewart will shoot. Pace with the rebound. Seems like Cinnaminson just kind of out of the flow here offensively. Pace gets into the paint, kicks it out to Hart. Hart's 3 falls out. Looked like that was going to get down, but it popped out. And Cinnaminson comes the other way. Here's Stewart getting into the paint against Doctor. Let's see what they're going to call. Jump ball is the call. Possession arrow to Camden. So the Panthers will take over with possession here with 1:28 left to go here in quarter number 2. Camden leading 33-15. Munson will return. Again, there you see Mike Freeze, the head coach from Cinnaminson. Now his team, their expectations, at least in the conference, weren't the greatest. But they've again, they didn't have a lot of experience coming back. But as the years went on, they've gotten better. And as I said, they've won 7 of their last 8 after that 1-9 start. So it's been a good second half of the year for the Pirates. They defend there, and rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Panthers. Cinnaminson will bring it up here. Oz Pagan is checked in. He's guarding Ben Smith now. So you got Pagan, Chambers, Hart, Pace, and Doctor on the floor. We've got a foul against Camden. Smith tried to penetrate. I think they're going to get Pagan for the foul. So Oz Pagan, the senior, with his first personal. So Cinnaminson inbound on the baseline. Stewart looking to get it in. Cinnaminson runs some double screen action in the paint. The pass over the reach of Bach. Pace with speed, and Munson's going to foul him and prevent the basket. It'll be 2 shots for Pace as Sean Munson picks up the personal, his first. It'll be the second team foul against Cinnaminson. And we'll have Pace shooting 2. Pace, the senior, went over the 1,000-point mark against Eastside on February 10th. That one drops. Pace now with 13. He had 21 in the loss to Paul Six the other day on Sunday in the Camden County Tournament Championship game. That was played at Rutgers Camden on Sunday after they beat Woodbury on Saturday at Paul VI in the semifinal. Pace is second, no good. Rebound by Doctor, gets to Pace, and Pace floats and scores. Pace with 15 has as many points as Cinnaminson does tonight, as Camden now leads 36-15. 40 seconds left to go. 3-ball catch and shoot is no good for Ben Smith, and you sense he's got a little bit of a frustration going, as he has just 1 3 so far. I think he's just trying to, shooters shoot to get out of his funks, right? So I think he's trying to do that as the rebound is tracked down by Pagan, and he will score with the left hand. Oz Pagan has shown a real ability to get to the basket this season with the left hand. 38-15, Camden leads. Bach with it at the high post, gets it to Smith, who dribbles through the paint. Fall-away jumper is no good. Munson tried to sky for the rebound against Pagan. 2 seconds left. Pace at the buzzer, just missed it. That'll do it for half number 1 as Camden leads at 38-15. Pace leading the way.
Cinnaminson High School 15.
As he had 15 of Camden's 38. Franklin also with a big first half, as he had 12 for the high, as the Panthers lead at 38-15 here at halftime. So let's take a look at the rest of the South Jersey Group 2 bracket, if we may. So the number 1 seed Haddonfield, they're playing tonight at home against West Deptford, a Colonial Conference matchup there. You've got the number 8 seed Cedar Creek playing host to number 9 Haddon Heights. That Cedar Creek team is probably a dangerous number 8 seed there. Saw them play against Williamstown this year in a game that went to overtime, a wild one here on BFA Sports. But Cedar Creek's got some talent and some size. They're the number 8 seed, again, playing host to Haddon Heights. That game just underway as well, 5:30 start. Sterling will visit Gloucester tonight. That's a 7 p.m. start. Middle Township will play host to Barnegat. That's a 6 p.m. start down at Middle Township. Lower Cape May playing host to Pennsauken Tech tonight at 6 o'clock. Lower Cape May is the 3 seed. The number 6 seed Overbrook playing host to Pleasantville tonight. That's a 6 p.m. start. And, of course, we talked about Mastery Camden visiting Camden East Side. That game started at 5 p.m. tonight, so that's probably almost done. We'll see if we can get a score on that one. But should East Side win, should Camden High win today, we're going to have a great matchup here on Saturday between East Side and Camden High. Of course, that traditional city rivalry. And, of course, those two teams have played twice already this year. Camden winning both, but close games both. I mean, Camden won against East Side back on January 15th. That was a 65-63 win. Then they won here on February 10th. That was a 63-59 win. So 2 wins by a combined 6 points in those 2 games. East Side will be up for that one for sure. You can bet Abdul Ba and the boys will be ready to roll. So that's just a quick look at the South Jersey Group 2 tournament. We'll take a quick break. We'll step away. We'll come back with second half action. You're watching Camden High School basketball on BFA Sports.
built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Back here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium, I'm Mike Schutz. Glad you're joining us for BFA Sports coverage of Camden High School basketball here in the state tournament. First round, South Jersey Group 2, Camden leading 38-15 as we're getting just underway here in the third quarter. Hart with the steal. Franklin, who will rise up and jam with two hands. Keyshawn Franklin gives Camden a 25-point advantage here in the early moments of quarter number 3. Camden double teaming the ball. Stewart able to get rid of it to Bach. Looks opposite to Smith, who's open. Layup no good. Thorpe with the rebound. Camden seems to have come out with some ferocious defense to start things here in the second half. Thorpe for 3. Heavy. Rebound off the head of Jasmine. Bounces out to Thorpe. Looks inside to Hart, outside to Doctor, missed it. Rebound off the floor to Smith, who spins away from trouble and hands it off to Stewart. Stewart against Thorpe. Stolen by Thorpe. 2-on-1 with Pace. Pace will rise up and lay it in with the left hand. Alex Pace has a bucket here, and we've got a foul against Camden. I believe it's going to be against Alex Pace. It's the first against Pace, the first team foul for Camden here. Awaiting the final score from the East Side Mastery Camden game. East Side winning by a point with about 20 seconds left to go from what I hear. 3 balls up and good for Henry Stewart. Stewart has 9. Half of Cinnaminson's 18. 42-18 is the Camden advantage. Hart gives the Pace. Cinnaminson. Eastside just got the final. Eastside wins 50-47. Camden up here by 24. It's setting up to be a real juicy matchup on Saturday as Eastside has done its part. Now Camden has to finish this one off. We're going to have a Camden versus Eastside game right here inside of Clarence Turner Gymnasium on Saturday. And man, is that going to be hopping. Doctor will shoot 2. Jaden Doctor has 2 points tonight. First is up and good for Jaden Doctor. Doctor had a stretch where he got to the free throw line 42 times in 9 games. Made 28 of them. Makes the second here. He's got 4. And Doctor during that stretch, that was a 67% free throw clip during that stretch, but he's shooting like 71% on the season. Camden showing pressure. Stewart and Munson play catches it up the floor. Bach now gets it as he pops out. Smith had it in front of his own bench. Now Stewart guarded by Thorpe. Camden playing man defense pretty aggressively as well. Here's another turnover. As Doctor comes up with a loose ball, he'll give it to Makai Hart. Hart on the run into the paint, right against Jasmine. Spins away, can't get the shot to drop as Jasmine changed it. Long outlet for Stewart, but it's too long as Munson threw it away. But Coach Freeze some applause over there for his team as he likes what he's seeing from them. As we're just a little over 2 minutes underway, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Pace will bring it up. He'll be guarded by Munson. Sean Munson, the senior, 5'7" guard. Hart with the catch. Now Doctor back to Pace. Munson chasing Pace all over the floor. Three-pointer rattles out. Jasmine with the rebound. Tried to outlet to Smith. Pace picks up the loose ball. He stops in the paint. Runs into some traffic. Kicks it out to Doctor. Thorpe cross-court pass to a wide-open Makai Hart for three. Follow through and good. Makai Hart has 8. And Camden is up 47-18. A runner from Smith is no good. Blocked partially by Thorpe. Franklin with the rebound. Franklin on the run. Runs through some traffic. Jasmine scoops up the loose ball. The big man on the floor. Stewart in traffic against Doctor. Can't get it to drop. Fight for the rebound. Can't get it. Franklin to Pace. Pace guarded by Munson. Will just stop and pop. 3 is good for Pace. 50-18, Camden out front by 32. Munson against this 1-2-2 pressure. They go in the middle of the box. Franklin jumps up and slaps it away to Pace. Pace tries to leave it for Thorpe. Thorpe, though, didn't cut to the basket. You see, Alex Pace saying, that's me, that's my fault. I should have handed it to him. A little bit of a bad pass, and Pace takes the blame, the senior. He was running with the sophomore there. And Thorpe. So Camden back to the 1-2-2. Sub in for Cinnaminson. And he's promptly double teamed. It's going to be a jump ball as Tyree Thorpe gets in there, rips it away. Possession arrow goes to Camden as Gabe Waters, number 11 for Cinnaminson, has just checked in, the senior 5'8" guard. Had it swiped away by his fellow number 11, Thorpe. So that was 11, stealing it from 11. And now Pace with it, gives it back to Thorpe, and the Camden offense will go again. Doctor with it, as he is guarded by Michael Schnatz, seeing his first action today, number 14 for Cinnaminson. Franklin, three-pointer for the corner, no good. Doctor, strong board, in traffic, kicks it out to Thorpe. Pull-up jumper from 18 is good. Tyree Thorpe is on the board today, his first bucket. Camden up 52-18. Here's Stewart, double team, cross-court pass to Waters. Waters in trouble. Stewart uses the body to make the catch. 3-ball, just missed it. Rebound, last touch by Doctor. That should be, say, Camden ball. He says last touch by Schnatz there, junior. Seen his first action since February 14th. In the loss at Lenape. Although Cinnaminson last game was February 17th, they're winning against Medford Tech, a 3-point victory. They've won their last 2, actually. Pace pulls up from 3, missed it. Rebound by Jasmine, leaves it off for Stewart. Stewart runs across the timeline into the paint, tries to lay it up, swatted away by Jaden Doctor. And that's what Jaden Doctor brings to this team. He does a lot of the little things, right? You see him play good defense, you see him block shots, you see him rebound. He doesn't maybe score as much as he might like, but he really fills the role of a defender and does, like I said, the little things, a lot of the dirty things that you need, the dirty work, if you will, that you need from a guy in that situation. The shot goes off the shot clock. They didn't blow the whistle. Camden will get the rebound and go. And here's Doctor for 3. Got it, Jaden Doctor. He's got 7. 6'4" junior. Now a steal by Thorpe, and a layup is good, and 1. Tyree Thorpe has 4, and he will shoot a free throw. And we've got the foul. It's going to be against Bach. That's 2 on Nick Bach. We've got the clock that is now running here as Camden leading by 39. Thorpe can make it 40 if he makes this free throw. Sub comes in as Luke Gallagher returns. He will replace Schnatz. Actually, I think Stewart checked out of the game. He and Schnatz, Gallagher and Schnatz just switched places along the free throw lane. Thorpe's free throw no good, out of bounds, tipped away by Balewa Scott, who's in there, number 4 for the High. So you've got Scott, Pagan, Hart, Thorpe, and Doctor on the floor for Camden. here with 2 minutes left to go in the third. Camden up by 39. Hart with the steal as he swipes it from Waters. Hart in traffic. Will spin and use the right hand to score. Makai Hart having a good game. He's got 10. Hart against Waters. Schnatz in the paint, lost it. Thorpe with the steal and a great bounce pass. The length of the floor to Pagan, who scores. Oz Pagan has 4. Everyone getting into the act. 61-18, Camden leads. Bach looking in the corner for Schnatz. Schnatz against Doctor, dribbles out of there. Gives it back to Bach. Bach to Gallagher. Now a 3 on the way. Off the mark for Waters. Goes out of bounds there. Camden loses the handle on the board. Hart couldn't hold on. Kenneth Chambers, number 14, will check in for Camden. He'll replace Jaden Doctor. Don't forget too, Drayden Garner in the first half left the floor with an injury. Twisted his ankle on that big bunch of contact under the baseline there. So he's sitting on the Camden bench with a wrap around that right ankle. So he probably won't return, and no reason to. Little shot in the paint for Jasmine is no good. Camden on the run the other way. 3 ball off the mark for Chambers. Jasmine with the rebound for Cinnaminson. Smith looks up at the clock, gets into the paint, floats and scores. Ben Smith has 5 for Cinnaminson, the 5'10 junior. Second on the team in scoring with 276 points this season. Coming into today. Here's Thorpe with the catch. Tried to get it inside the Hart. He does come away with it. Long 3 for Pagan, no good. Oh, good one-handed rebound by Chambers. Hart will drive against Jasmine. Gets him in the air, misses the shot. Now the rebound by Scott. He can't get it. Now stolen away by Pagan at the buzzer. Can't get the shot up in time. But Camden extends its lead. It's now up by the count of 61-20. We will step away and come back with the fourth quarter after this. You're watching Camden High School basketball here in the state tournament on BFA Sports. Back here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium, I am Mike Shute. Glad you're with us for Camden High School basketball here in the state tournament, South Jersey Group 2 tournament. And they just announced in the arena here, or in the gym, that it's going to be Eastside facing the winner of the game, of this game here. And that's going to be at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And with Camden up by 41 here with 8 minutes left to go, it's easily going to be Camden who will be playing host to Eastside, and that is going to be quite a scene here inside of Clarence Turner Gymnasium. I was at both of the first 2 matchups. Camden won 1 by 2 and 1 by 4, as we've got a foul on Cinnaminson. It's going to go against Gabe Waters, his first. So I was at both of those games, and they were both just highly contested, super competitive games. You've got 2 really good teams, and of course you got playing for the pride of the city, right? So that's going to really be an amazing scene here on Saturday as Kenneth Chambers knocks down a 3. Camden up 64-20. Stewart for 3, can't get it. Rebound Chambers. Chambers on the run, the senior. Lost the handle for a moment. Now Thorpe, the sophomore, goes baseline, swings it out to Pagan. Pagan in the paint against the big man. Flings it up, couldn't get it to fall. Jasmine grabs the rebound after he changed the shot of Pagan. Munson will dribble back against the double team. Now Smith in some traffic, looking for help, gets it to Stewart. Smith sets a little screen to help Stewart get open for 3. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound comes down. We have a foul on Oz Pagan. That's his second. Team's first here in the fourth quarter. Again, we've got a running clock with 6:40 and counting here. Again, Camden up by 44 points. The clock will run. Pass comes in. Waters stepped away from the ball. Didn't see it. Got it back. Now turns it over. And Hart with the steal. Hart looks up for Chambers. Chambers for three. Missed that one. Scott tried to get the rebound. Couldn't pull it in. Cinnaminson the other way. Munson gets it to Waters. Waters to Smith, who tried to pull the trigger for three, but Scott was there to defend. Now Munson in the corner saves it. No, he doesn't. It's going to be out of bounds. Camden ball. As the clock continues to run, we approach 6 minutes left to go. So Eastside has beaten Mastery Camden by 3 points. That game was hosted by Eastside. So that sets up Saturday's matchup here. As Pagan's three is no good. So the Eastside against Camden here on Saturday for a spot in the sectional semifinal. Thorpe with the steal. Camden 3-on-3 the other way. Thorpe to Chambers, a little hop step. Or do they say a travel? They do. They're going to call Chambers for the travel as Byron Taylor blows the whistle there. He's among our officials today. Byron Taylor there, you see him in your shot, joined by Eli Feliciano. He's on the near side right now on the baseline, Tom DeSink. So the officials for today. Pagan with the steal. He's going to speed by Smith. Smith tried to block it, could not, and then Smith's going to go over and help Pagan up. Good sportsmanship there by Ben Smith, the junior. So Pagan will shoot two. That's the first foul on Ben Smith. Pagan will shoot two. He's got 4 tonight, averaging about 3 per game. And the season in Camden career has 7 points in the Highs win at Atlantic City back on January 10th. This is the senior's only varsity season here at Camden. And you get a look at his T-shirt there he's got on. And he's got the EYBL, the Nike EYBL logo on his T-shirt underneath his jersey. Cross-court pass, Smith to Munson. Here's Pagan with the swipe and the layup. Oh, good, got it to drop. So Pagan with another 2. Camden leads 66-20. Steal. Thorpe picks up the loose ball. Feeds it back to Chambers, who started this whole thing with the swipe. Tried to get a swipe again as Waters got it back. Waters to Munson driving baseline against Hart, and Hart swats it, but he's going to be whistled for the foul as well. Makai Hart, that'll be his first personal and the second team foul against Camden here in quarter number 4. Again, clock runs as Sean Munson will step to the line. The senior with 2 points. Had a season career high 11 points and a 1-point win on the Riverside on January 5th, in which he had a season and career high 3 3-pointers as Munson misses the first. He also had career highs against Riverside in their second meeting on February 10th. He had 9 rebounds and 7 assists in a 2-point win. That was the game in which Ben Smith hit the buzzer beater to win it for Cinnaminson. Makes the second. Munson has 3 as we approach 3 minutes left to go. Thorpe, corner to Chambers. Back to Thorpe. 3 for Chambers from the corner, no good. Scott with the rebound and a spin, couldn't get it. Long outlet to Stewart, who will jam with 2 hands. Henry Stewart with the dunk. He's got 11 for Cinnaminson, and it's 66-23 Camden advantage. Pagan inside. Scott tried to go strong to the hoop. He was thinking about throwing it down, but he was met by Michael Jasmine, who swatted it away. Jasmine will be called for the foul. That's his third. The belay was Scott shooting 2. Scott had a 10-point game against East, at Winslow, I should say, in the opener. Had 9 points in a loss to Rutgers Prep in a holiday tournament. As he makes the first. So Scott on the board. 9 different Camden players have scored as Henry Stewart, the senior, goes to the bench, as does the senior Sean Munson and the senior Michael Jasmine. So those 3 seniors get a hand from the Cinnaminson fans here, as they've pretty much, I think, have played their final minutes of basketball for Cinnaminson High School, but a hand nonetheless for them. And a tough matchup here today at Camden High School. Again, this is the third time these two teams have met. Third time in a row the last 3 years in the state tournament. Box pass got thrown out of bounds. It'll be Camden ball. But so these two teams met in 2024 in the sectional semifinal. Camden won here at home 67-31 in this gym. Camden won last year 64-44 in this gym. As Camden pumps it inside to the youngster, the sophomore, Ja'Cory Pierre, with his first varsity points as far as I know. As he knocks it down. Little spin in the paint. The sophomore from the JV team comes up and scores. And the clock continues to run with a minute left to go. Camden leading 70-23. So this is the third year in a row that Cinnaminson will be ousted from the state tournament by Camden. 3-ball on the way, short out of the hands of Kashir Randalls, who's checked back in. Little block there by Chase Muller. The freshman got a block. He just checked in the game as well, number 31 for Cinnaminson. Bach in some traffic. Gets to Muller, who wants it for 3. Oh, he missed it heavy. Rebound, fought for Thurs pulls it away. Long outlet, jam for Belewa Scott. That sends the crowd in a frenzy here as Camden leads at 72-23. Under 20 seconds left to go. And there's another steal. Scott is going to fly in again and jam it again. Fans are falling on the floor as they love it from Belewa Scott as time's going to expire. We've got a technical foul against Camden's fans for coming onto the court. So it's going to be a technical foul against Camden fans. So we'll have a technical free throw to be shot for Cinnaminson before we end this thing. Before the teams shake hands, as Byron Taylor calls the technical against the Camden fans. So the security on the floor, they're sending everybody back to their seats. So we're going to have technical free throws shot here by Michael Schnatz. We'll have 2 free throws to end this game before we get a final score. But Belewa Scott with a couple of rim rockers to end this one for Camden with an exclamation point here tonight as Camden will win it. And look ahead now as they will face Eastside here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium on Saturday at 2 p.m. in this house. You thought that was rocking. It was going to be nuts in here on Saturday, I guarantee it. You're going to want to see that here on BFA Sports as Schnatz makes 1 of 2. And the final score is going to be Camden 74. Eastside 24. They put 3 seconds back on the clock, and Cinnaminson will take the basketball here. So it'll be Cinnaminson ball with 3 seconds left on the clock. Although with the running clock, they stop it for that technical. So they're going to give Cinnaminson the ball here with 3 seconds left to go. Schnatz to inbound, but it's all academic at this point. Schnatz looks for help, gets it in to Muller for 3. Almost got it off the window, couldn't. And that's going to do it as Camden wins it by 50, 74-24 with an emphatic start to the South Jersey Group 2 tournament here for the Highs. Camden gets contributions from, there was at least, 9 different players. Scott finished with those 2 dunks late, and he finished with 5 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different Camden players score as they win it by the score of 74-20. And again, our announcer, Mr. Stacy Jones, our public address announcer, mentioning that tonight, the next round, quarterfinal round of the South Jersey Group 2 section will be right here inside Clarence Turner Gymnasium at 2 o'clock as Camden will play against Eastside, and that's going to be wild. Eastside won by 3 points earlier on to pick up the victory. So it was a strong performance here from Camden to get things underway in the South Jersey Group 2 tournament as the High defends its sectional title, looking to come back again. We'll have to see about Belewa Scott. We'll have to see about Drayden Garner as he injured his right ankle a little bit earlier on. Here's one of those jams. There's Franklin with the 2-hand dunk earlier on in the third quarter. Hart knocking down a 3 from distance. Thorpe with a long 2. Doctor with a bucket. Here's a steal by Thorpe and a layup as he got a 3-point play out of that one. And here's one of the 2 jams from Scott late in the game that polished this one off. And here's the final dunk as Scott came in hard with the dunk, and then you see the fans on the floor just falling out here as they were celebrating the victory. That's going to do it for here. From here, once again, Camden wins 74-24. Round 2, quarterfinals, South Jersey Group 2, Saturday, here, 2 o'clock. Don't miss it. Camden versus Eastside. See you then. Bye-bye.